the shadows, but he remembered Doctor Strange's teachings and fought back with light. As Spider-Man battled the Shadow Master, he was confronted by visions of his past failures, moments when he had let people down. Each illusion was more powerful than the last, testing his resolve. For a moment, he felt himself faltering, but then he recalled the people who believed in him, Mary Jane, Aunt May, and his friends. With renewed determination, Spider-Man unleashed a burst of light, dispelling the illusions momentarily. "I won't let you control me," he shouted, pushing through the darkness. But the Shadow Master was relentless, regrouping and launching another wave of attacks. Just when it seemed that the Shadow Master would overwhelm Spider-Man, a figure appeared from the shadows, Gwen Stacy. "Peter, you can do this," she called out, her voice cutting through the darkness. Gwen had been investigating the Shadow Master on her own and had discovered a way to counter his powers. Together, they combined their strengths, using light and webbing to create a barrier against the darkness. The two worked in sync, their friendship bolstering Peter's confidence. With Gwen's support, Spider-Man began to regain control of the situation. He realized that facing fears was not just about confronting the past, it was also about embracing the present and the people who supported him. Together, they launched a coordinated attack against the Shadow Master. "Your power comes from fear, but we won't let you control us," Peter declared. The combined force of their light worked to weaken the Shadow Master, forcing him to retreat deeper into the shadows. Determined to end the Shadow Master's reign of terror, Spider-Man and Gwen followed him. They found themselves in a dark chamber filled with strange artifacts and remnants of the Shadow Master's experiments. It became clear that the villain had been drawing power from the fears of others for years. As they explored the lair, they discovered a hidden chamber containing a mystical artifact. The artifact, known as the Shadow Stone, was the source of the Shadow Master's powers, and destroying it might weaken him for good. As they prepared to confront the Shadow Master one last time, Peter and Gwen felt the weight of their mission. "We can do this together," Gwen reassured him. They approached the Shadow Master, who was now enraged and desperate to protect his power. "You think you can defeat me? I am the embodiment of fear," he shrieked, launching a flurry of shadows at them. But this time, Peter stood firm, channeling the strength he had gained from his friends. In the heat of battle, Peter focused on the Shadow Stone. With Gwen by his side, they combined their powers, Spider-Man's agility and Gwen's intelligence, to create a powerful web trap. Peter launched himself at the Shadow Master, using the light from the stone to illuminate the darkness. In a final surge of energy, they shattered the Shadow Stone, causing a brilliant light to engulf the chamber. The darkness dissipated, and the Shadow Master screamed in defeat as his powers waned. With the Shadow Master defeated, Peter and Gwen emerged from the warehouse, breathing a sigh of relief. The shadows that had plagued the city were gone, and the streets began to return to normalcy. They had faced their fears and emerged victorious, stronger together. As they stood on a rooftop overlooking the city, Peter felt a sense of accomplishment. He had learned that true strength came from facing the darkness within and relying on the support of loved ones. In the aftermath of their battle, Peter and Gwen took time to reflect on their experiences. They visited Aunt May, who had been worried about Peter's well-being. Sharing their story, they realized the importance of vulnerability and the strength that comes from sharing fears. Peter understood that being Spider-Man was not just about fighting villains, it was about inspiring hope and helping others confront their own fears.